guys, this is Tara with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I am doing a review of the Become an Oracle deck by my friend Ouassima over at Ascension Waves on YouTube and Wassimagic over on YouTube. She has a website called Core Magic, and she has created several decks, and actually she just had a book that came out as well, and she has lots of courses and things like that. And her whole mission is just to raise our vibration, raise our consciousness, putting more light out into the world and helping us to see our own light. And that is something that I totally can get down with. So this deck comes with an awesome guidebook. You see that the guidebook doesn't fit in here, but that's fine. I just placed this in my bookcase for when I do need it, but I have taken a gander of this. And she also has a code that you get, like a secret code, when you purchase this deck. Actually, there's a couple of codes. One of them is for a private Facebook group that coincides with this deck. And then there's also like a course that comes with it, you know, that you could utilize these cards along with this course. So it has tons of prompts and meditations, and so you're not just getting a deck, but you're also getting like a course, you're also getting a Facebook group, like, you know, it's lots of good stuff. And like I said, her whole mission is to help raise our vibration. And so she likes to do a lot of add-ons in the things that she creates. So that is something I can get behind. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at her guidebook here, Become an Oracle. This is a magical guide to divine connection companion book. And by the way, this companion book was edited by my friend Steph, which is also her good friend, over in Belgium. Okay, so on one side you have English, and then on the in the back of the book you have French. So just the reason it says English up at the top, I thought I would just let you guys know. Okay. And here's the thanks to Stephanie, who corrected and completed this accompanying book. So yay, hey Steph! So it talks a little bit about the purpose of this particular oracle deck, gives you a little bit of background information on the cards. And again, you know, coming together, you know, connections and things like that. There are ancestors and archangels that you guys will see within the images. She kind of talks a little bit about why she decided to use angels, you know, in her deck, along with many other types of energy. And then in here, obviously, you know, these are a lot of the different cards that you will come across, and it gives you just a little bit of information. But her main thing is that you should always go with your intuition. So yes, like if you didn't know who Sekhmet was, you know, she would give you a little bit of information here, but mostly it's like a jumping off point for your intuition. What are you getting and feeling from the card? And you could use it for journaling and stuff like that. Okay, she also does have the fairies in this deck, the Fae, and other nature creatures. And there you go. And then it goes on into the François section. Okay, so let's take a look at her deck here. So it's not a super sturdy box, but you know, then again, many of you guys like to put your decks into little pouches that you buy from, you know, shops on Etsy, or you create your own pouches. So you're more than welcome to do that. Actually, that's how I travel with it, because I'm so afraid this box is gonna fall apart. But yeah, it's just, you know, a regular fold it together type box. Okay, the cards here, I'm grabbing a tarot card just so you guys can see size comparison. You can see that it's much wider than a tarot card, and a little bit taller than your standard tarot card. Okay, so the back of the cards, let's get in nice and tight here. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. Oh my goodness. And the cardstock, I would say it's really bendy, but it's not cheap feeling at all. For me, I prefer a thicker cardstock, but I wouldn't say this is bad cardstock. So I'm not going to be totally like, oh, I cannot work with this deck because it's not, you know, super thick cardstock. Like, I'm totally fine with it. It's really good, especially if you're a riffle shuffler. Okay, so let's go ahead and zoom in and take a look at the cards. So like I said, gorgeous artwork, and the artwork, by the way, is by Anastasia Purr. So if you're wondering who this very talented artist is, okay, so let's go ahead and go through them so you'll get a little word of who this what this representation is of, and then you have your keywords, word or words down at the bottom. So you see that there's a lot of different types of energies. So you have the realm of the giants, you have the archangels. Like I said, there was the fae that's also in here. You have goddesses that are in here as well. So it's a great mixture of energies because they have varying intensities. They all have their unique energies and healing abilities. So it's very cool to kind of work in that mix that way. For myself, I have only used these as a card of the day and for journaling. So I haven't used it with my clients yet or anything, which doesn't mean that I won't use them in the future. I love that Athena card. And that card too. Okay, I love all of them. So, but yeah, so I will probably use it with my clients in the future. I just really want to get a good feel of my decks before I do use it with other people. And I feel like right now I'm going through some stuff while I work with this deck. It's definitely helping me move through some things, so I want to do that first. So if you do end up getting this, I do recommend you take a look at the guidebook. I'm not a person that really relies on guidebooks. I think I have like 1 or 2 decks where I will like take a look at the guidebook just because it's a little harder for my intuition to dive into the card. Well, it's actually, I use a mix of the intuition, but I also am really interested in what the guidebook has to say because there's like so much information, and some guidebooks are like that where they're just like really, really interesting books, and so I want to get more info so I can apply my intuition to that. But for the most part, I'd say 99% of my decks I just read with intuitively. So that's something you can definitely do with this deck. And you are encouraged to do so. And there's also places like Atlantis. And the Maria, beautiful, beautiful. And the Spirit of Rock and Stones. And our Realm of Dragons. Okay, so I'm just going to give these a shuffle, and I'm actually going to pull a card. So hey, not only do you get a review, but you also get a little reading. And if this reading connects with you, I mean, awesome sauce. If it doesn't, that's totally fine. But I just want to kind of show how the guidebook reads and the cards and all of that. So let's grab a card, and we have Archangel Raphael for healing and abundance. Let's actually just bring this card up here so you guys can get in on the detail. Alrighty. So let's grab the guidebook and see what the guidebook has for Archangel Raphael. So I believe it was the angels that were in the front. Raphael, where are you? There we are. Raphael, down there at the bottom. Healing and abundance. Archangel of healing. This angel helps to connect with joy of manifestation, union, abundance, accelerating manifestation, responsibility and impact of actions and thoughts, He supports learning through the body and reconnecting with higher technologies of energy healing, manifesting miracles, and alignment. So hopefully that is a message that connects with one of you out there who watched this particular review. And remember that the reason that I do these reviews is because I love to put that beautiful energy that's created by deck creators and their artists, and sometimes they're one and the same. I just want to put that energy out there. I want to introduce people to, this type of energy, and and oftentimes I just want to show off some great artwork. And so some people stop by, not with the intent of getting a deck, but just so they can appreciate the artistic abilities and interpretations of others and creators. So that is my whole intention. But hey, if you are interested, I'll put the link down below where you can get this deck, but I am by no means ever trying to tell people they need to buy all sorts of decks. Okay, all right, so that's it for me, spiritual homies. If you have any questions or comments, put that in the comment section down below. And if you want to catch a reading for me, head over to www.kittensweightsandtarot.com. Not only do I have a plethora of readings and my room and body sprays and my salves and my bracelets that I make, but I also have my travel witch altar pendants, my ancestral altar pendants. I also have my rainbow bridge pendants, and I have my Wally's World Oracle, which was community created and community funded on Kickstarter of May of last year. And actually that's my little Wally Walito. So super happy. This was one of my dreams come true. This is my little indie deck creation. And I have a newsletter on my website as well. It's totally free to sign up. I hit your inbox on the first of every month, and that's the only time I hit your inbox with anything. So I don't play the spam game because I don't like the spam game. But in my newsletter, I have witchy DIYs, arts and crafts DIYs, channels that I'm watching, herbs that I'm using, tea that I'm drinking, etc., etc. If that interests you, then please go ahead and sign up. And if you want to throw a little love my way, think about joining the KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittensweightsandtarot. And dudes and dudettes, my Leon Mystery School is freaking opening up this month of October. Yes, that's right. I am the headmistress of the Leon Mystery School. This is something that I have been wanting to do for quite some time now. My teachers are almost done working on their curriculum, so we can officially open our doors. And I know many of you are anxiously waiting for doors to open, but don't worry, they will be opening this month, and I'm super excited. So stay tuned for that. You can always head to my website and see. We're not completely finished with the web page for that because obviously, we're not ready to open the doors, but you can kind of see the progress that we've made, like with the teacher bios and things like that. All right, so that's it from me, spiritual homies. If you dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And I will catch you, spiritual homies, later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.